Howdy cowdies. Hope you're going good. It's weekly walkabout time at the collector. We've been flat knacker busy again. We've got heaps of cool stuff. 2 really nice uranium glass necklaces. They light up under the UV light. A great little made in Japan hit spy camera. And a nice little Eastern silver little junk boat there, and it's got people on it and 5 cannons and stuff. Some really nice fob watches. Ladies gold Omega, I think it is. That's a nice 9-carat gold mounted cameo, but you can see on the top left corner there's a little bit of a chip off the cameo. And I think some more ladies 9-carat gold watches. And I've got the bloody hiccups. Little bulldog sort of flip top cigarette lighter. The gold plated sterling silver bangle. More silver markazite, more nice fob watches. Reproduction of the Blue Max, World War I German medal. Really nice butterfly and sort of dragonfly brooches. Lots of nice silver. Cereal toys. There's a big lot of jewellery in here. So there's lots of nice stuff in the cabinet. Alright. Then we've got this nice little sort of all hand decorated sort of real sort of 70s looking trunk with this cool candelabra. Nice little wall shelf there with the carved back. Another nice little wall shelf. Little record player, a radio with a drop down record player. This is a nice little brass and copper jardiniere on the fitted stand. And another quite a nice little sort of standard or reading lamp there with that lovely beaded glass shade. Nice little mid-century display cabinet with a nice little mid-century hall table. And then we've got another nice little arts and crafts sort of little shelving unit as well. He's really nice. All right. We've got some of these nice sort of Indian, all heavily embroidered and embellished sort of material panels. They're really quite nice. It's a lovely fur coat with, I think, ocelot collar. With the Kopetsky label. Got some really cool vintage men's sort of shirts. The hole-proof Toby Lee shirt's really cool. Got a nice Lacoste sort of cricket jumper. This is pretty cool. Dandenong Dunshield 10-pin bowling team jacket. Pretty amazing big oriental embroidered gown, and this shirt's pretty damn cool as well. Real 1970s. So there's some good stuff in that lot. Good box of ephemera books, Beatles record, Australia from the front, some of these nice reprinted photographs. That's pretty interesting. The old Truth newspaper, dramatic scenes at the murder trial, 1942. I think it was a American serviceman who supposedly had murdered 3 Australian women. There you go. Really quite interesting little read through there. Boxes of stuff. This is a nice lot, all Sid Chrome sort of tools. Spanners, socket sets with these nice little brass willow ammunition boxes. This is pretty cool, the big USB, boxed as new USB entertainment center with a nice little 1980s cassette deck. Another nice big lot of tools, all spanners and stuff, wrenches, impact screwdriver set, more tools, and all the do-it-yourself and practical painter and decorator books to go with all of the tools. Boxes of stuff in here, religious persecution, illustrated Shakespeare, a cooking a hot plate, and he's kind of cool as well. I think it's from Argentina or something. More boxes of stuff, some sort of Eastern items, clogs and some old bottles. A nice little collection of watercolours, oil paintings, little Ena Harrison still life's quite nice. Some more of the Indian embellished material panels. Big box lot of Lego. Good lot of mixed lot of books and ephemera. Simpsons figures. Anzac book. Loonig, Book of the Damned. Creation of the Universe. There's some cool stuff in there. And this is a good lot, all the New Zealand Lincoln International Junior Engineer kit with all of the Lego Duplo. And then we've got this nice little box. This is all sort of modern literature, prose, poetry. Heaps of good stuff in amongst here. A bit of Bukowski. Some of these are good. Chicago Review 1958, which has got Chapter 2 of The Naked Lunch by William S. Burroughs. Evergreen review as well from the 1950s. Jack Kerouac. There's heaps of good stuff in here. Allen Ginsberg. There's some nice Australian poetry. Jack Davis, Gertrude Stein, Elizabeth Rydell, Phyllis McGinley. Some of these little Australian ones are nice as well. Anne Parrott with that nice Lucy Boyd on the cover. Luna, which is another nice Australian sort of modern literature little publication from 1975. And this is a bit of a good thing. It's just a shame that it's a dust jacket which is as found from the first edition of the Jack Kerouac book, Town and the City. Some good stuff in there. It's a good little lot. What else have we got? 4 boxes of mixed ceramics, glass, crystal and other stuff. Good little group lot with some nice pocket knives and tie clips, and there's quite a nice sterling silver little fob chain in there. Another nice little collection of sort of men's items, cufflinks, tie bars, alarm clocks, some nice little ladies' watches in there too. Collection of postcards. There's some more nice postcards and ephemera in that lot. Another nice collection of jewellery, other stuff. Ladies' accessories, perfumes, belts. I've got this nice hall stand. Little collection of framed sort of engravings and stuff. I think there's a couple of little Bartolotzis in amongst there. Frederick Jacques, which is Malay in his studio. A nice little etching. I think that's another Bartolozzi. And a little etching over the back as well. Nice old Victorian rosewood veneer sewing table, but it is as found. Alright, and I think this whole top actually comes off the base as well. We've put it with the Singer sewing machine base, but there's no machine in there. Alright, these are nice, the old outdoor bench ends. There's 3 of them. There's a pair with the scrolly bits, and there's more nice sort of, bit more sort of utilitarian, but they're really cool. Just need some wooden slats. They're nice with the distressed sort of paint finish on them. Old Cyclops trike with a nice old scooter. 2 boxes of stuff. A little collection of sort of clock radios and TVs. Little modern pyramid phone and other Bakelite phones and stuff. Books and ephemera. Pictures. More things, like 3 boxes of mixed items. There's some more nice old books in here. I think Latin sort of dictionaries and stuff. Modern art movements. Oscar Wilde. There's some good stuff in there. Alright, some nice old sort of Walkmans, turntable, little collection of sort of audio gear with a classical guitar and a signed Ross Faulkner 3AW footy. Good old skateboard stuff. Some Z-Flex wheels, heaps of riser pads. Sector 9 wheels. Lots of modern stuff in here, plus some skateboards as well. This one's pretty good down the bottom, just needs some wheels, but it's got good indie trucks on it. And then there's this thing, this Wetzer Swiss thing, which has got a bloody stick on it and a foot brake. Thank goodness there's no wheels on that, otherwise someone would be dead. But it's a good group lot. Nice big print, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Shame we've got a little bit of damage on the glass. And we've got some more nice books. This is a lovely set, Shakespeare's Works. Not sure on the date, but it will be in the catalogue, lot number 77. Another nice little collection again, David Copperfield. This is another book on Shakespeare. All right, nice big book on tribal art. And these are nice as well, all the sort of leather-bound sets, D.H. Lawrence, Oscar Wilde, Neville Shute, Dennis Wheatley, War of the Worlds, all right, Orwell. Just a nice lot. We've got motorbikes, a cow book stand and some chariots. We've got all the sort of big sort of medieval sort of heraldic panels and things. Some nice Aboriginal oil paintings. It's got details on the back. Lee Blackler Jr. from the Torch Gallery. This is cool, the big hand-painted tin sign of a 55, I think it is, Chevy. Hasn't got the fins. Group lots of ceramics, china, coins and medallions, gaming stuff, oriental gear down the bottom, some good cameras in here. This is a good little mixed group lot. You got this pretty cool leather holster. Here's the ripper. Might have been used by Billy the Kid. Nice big TG green grip stand mixing bowl, some scales, Royal Albert, Shelley and other good quality little saucers and plates. Little card box is nice, it just needs to be put back together again. Alright, some more audio gear, nice little 80s cassette deck with all sort of sheet music and other gear. Adam and the Ants. And we've got some nice pictures this week. 2 paintings by Alan Ames, nice little oil painting under glass. And another nice little landscape there as well with the grazing sheep, I think they are. What else have we got? Nice little Stephen Tandoori still life oil. Pretty typical of him. Nicely presented. This is a ripper as well. I've forgotten the artist's name. Marinda Gunya. Man who protects his community. All the details on the back. It's just a good thing. Really quite unusual. Nice colours and everything. All right, Vincent Sheldon, etching of the Boys Grammar School, I think, up in Brisbane. This is a really nice little unsigned watercolour of a tiger lily with little bugs and sort of butterflies and stuff. Little Bill Bevan, little duck taking off the rip of a watercolour as well. I think we've got these nice sort of modernist screen prints, real optic sort of stuff. Signed down here, numbered 9 out of 10. Alright, and then another one here as well. Alright, once again, that signature's a bit clearer. Goodness knows who that is. Alright, a bit sort of Bauhausy looking. Good things. Okay, what else have we got? Some nice little blue speckled enamelled scales with all their pans and weights. The Salter household scales with the pan. Another unusual big signed sort of modernist oil painting there. The boat with fishing net or something. And you can see that it is signed lower right. Looks like, I don't know. There is an artist, Glatt, G-L-A-T-T, but it's not him. I think he's a German guy. It's just a good thing. Anyway, some dolls. I think it's a Cindy doll there with all of her stuff, and this nice little vintage one as well with the composition arms and legs. Some nice Australian Flash comic books, number 2 onwards. I think there's about 5 or 6 in there. They're all in pretty good condition. Number 14, number 3. All right, some nice photographs. He's pretty cool. Little Santa. He's from the Maya. In the city in the 1950s for a Christmas display. We know of about sort of 2 or 3 other ones of these floating around. He's got a cool sort of comical sort of, or cartoony sort of look on him. A little bit of damage here you can see, but he is fantastic. Some modernist sort of metalware. We've got Don Shield. This is an unusual little Russian piece with their little portrait in there. And then you got a nice bit of WMF and this little copper landscape, Australian landscape scene, which is signed Jim Layden. It's just nice with the dude stockman on their horse back there. All right, some blue crystal and glass chandelier pieces. This is a really nice little cabinet. Looks to be cedar and fiddleback. Oh, it's really quite nice. Some scale model railway gear. You got the loco and some passenger cars and a nice Lima catalogue. Little group lot with that nice little Camberwarra tannery and Good Dog Mountain in the background. Lovely little pencil drawing. A little Norman Lindsay print. Some sort of retro ceramics and stuff. This little Melita coffee pot's a ripper with the little coffee strainer to go on top there. Just needs a little paper filter inside. Some nice red glass. You got the pair of the Costa Boda. This little comport's really sweet. A little bit amberina. All right. Some more HO gauge, the Flying Scotsman, and a couple of nice little steam engines as well. Here's a ripper, little copper lantern. Some kitchen, other ceramics, West German, Japanese, and goodness knows where that's from. Couple of really cool big 1970s heavy. These things weigh a ton, big heavies with a sort of like a copper finish on them. Might actually be copper, I'm not 100% sure. But the big sort of 70s battle axes or whatever you want to call them. Big copper bowl with some, brass bowl with some other bits. Some nice old lithos and engravings. Ladies of the night. It's a ripper getting into their boat. Off they go. And this is nice as well. It's got a lovely sort of Landseer engraving. Let's try and show you in the mirror, because the back of this has got the front cover of his book, which is pretty cool. What else have we got? The book on Sid Nolan. Nice big lot of cut glass and crystal, all good quality. Some nice sort of retro and sort of deco mirrors. China figures, animals. Australian pottery. How wacky is that Remude jug with all of the funny paint job on it? Not sure if that came out of this factory or not like that, but nice book on Hans Hyson. Some nice Royal Dalton with all the roses. Australian pottery, Boyd, Phyllis Darnano, Barrow, Greenway, Van Nykel, Diana. Some more good Australian comics. Batman and Superman and Batman #4. Aquaman #3. Green Lantern #10. More Aquamans #4 and 5. They're in pretty good nick as well, as you can see. Good little lot of toys. You've got early Machine Men, some submarine guy, and the cop car, but it is missing one of the little wheels. We've almost got complete Voltron, little rubber Voltron. I think he's just missing one leg, because there's his other arm. And you've got a part in here of a Zoid. All these little cereal toys. And then you've got this little dude. He's pretty rad with his battle axe and shield. He's like a little miniature sort of rip-off of Master of the Universe or something like that. There's other stuff in there. It's just a funny little lot. Some hanging lantern, a cuckoo clock, and a nice little wall mount light fitting. Really nice heavy pair of bookends. The Galleon with these nice little booklets. Amazing Australia. Another nice little lot of Dalton. Nice little lot of Oz pottery. The Ellis sauce is really nice. It just needs a little planter up that end. Alright, but a little Beryl Armstrong mug and some other good little bits. Bendigo Waverley ware, a couple of pieces. Some nice inkwells. Little group again with that nice little Transistor 6 1950s radio. We've got 2 books on Donald Friend. Nice collection of sort of retro glass and ceramics with a nice Israeli vase. Bayet Hoyester or someone like that, I think it is. Big 1950s Italian ceramic planter or jardiniere. Ripping big Eastern light fitting, which would light up really nicely. Some more really nice Indian embroidered and embellished panels. This one's really nice with the big tiger eye stones. Another little sort of semi-precious stones on it. And then there's underneath, there's a little set as well, like a little set of other nice little sort of embroidered little placemats or something like that. Villeroy and Bock, Children of the World. Sid Nolan, more nice Dalton. Fenton, another glass. Nice pair of the big Chinese figures. More nice bits of Dalton. Robin Hood and the Cavaliers or something. And then we've got a nice pair of the Silvac Daisy Mark vases with a couple of nice bits of carnival glass, including I think the Fenton Horsehead one. Nice little tea set there, 1930s. Some more nice Dalton. It's mainly the gaffers. So you got a nice big cabinet plate and the cups and saucers, plus this unusual one with the monks, cardinal. All right, and then we're into the last cabinet. The Zandra Rhodes framed up silk handkerchief. Whomping big bit of Miles Johnson glass. Almost said Miles Davis. No, pretty amazing big Belgian art pottery vase. Some more nice bits of Dalton. It's a really nice, I think, Crown Crystal Australian little 7-piece set. All with the magpies. You've got the Master Bowl and the 6 little smaller sized ones to go with it. Nice book on Charles Blackman's art. Some more Carlton ware. This is a ripper of a Dalton cabinet plate. Come and welcome, go by and not quarrel. It's just really nice design and everything. Mary Gregory's really nice. Collection of uranium glass. Really nice little Edith Alsop little woodblock print. Alright, little busy beach scene. Lovely little bit. Don't see much of her work floating around. I think she was over in Europe in the 1920s, 30s with Ethel Spowers and Ethelene Palmer and E.W. Simon, all those type of girls. And they all brought a fantastic lot of sort of modernism back to Australia. And mainly doing works on paper. This is a really nice example. I couldn't find another one, so it's a rare little thing. Great little bit. And some more nice Carlton ware and carnival glass. And then we've got a little Chinese teapot with a little jadeite tree and another nice Miles Johnson vase. big Dalton Charger. Crufel, Australian porcelain company. A little Crufel vase. And she's nice as well, the bronze. Now we've got some other nice books and stuff. Invitation to the Prince of Wales, Lord Mayor of Melbourne dinner. We've got this nice sort of unbound volume, Centennial History of New South Wales. So this is all the sort of portraits of, you know, prominent people, all unframed lithographic plates. So it's all places in Sydney and prominent sort of New South Welshmen and stuff like that. Public Library. Who's that guy? There you go. Captain Phillips. These are just all nice first Governor of New South Wales. These are all nice unframed lithographs. Oh, there's that guy. Old Hank Parks. All right, it's a really nice little lot. Then we've got the 2-volume set Encyclopedia of Australian Encyclopedia. I think it's about 1920s, give or take, by Angus and Robinson. This lovely little book as well, Stories of Old Renown. We've got this little, not very old, but it's a short run, Early Days on Bendigo, which I think is signed by the editor or something. This is a little ripper rebound volume of Sydney and Melbourne from 1845. And then there's this little one here, which is the Black Mountain Review, number 6. Now that's sort of modern literature from 1956. All right, first edition. All the details as well. Black Mountain Review, edited by Robert Creeley. All right. Another great little book on all sort of modern literature, poetry, prose, and the rest. Rare little thing. Rare little booklet. But anyway, that'll do. Hopefully you saw something you liked. Josephine Baker. Be good. See you guys tomorrow night.